might get a tick. Bought a push start for it, got a chick. Drip too hard, made it. I know she won't forget that we made it.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Brady. He'll get this to Ward. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try the left side. Ward. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Ward. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You think about this strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. It's Miller, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They run the counter. It's Ward, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Derrick Henry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Henry again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Henry.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, it's Ward. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. To throw, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Ward. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a give right side. It's Ward. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady. That's complete to Ward. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Levante David in on the tackle.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, it's Ward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On the ground with Ward. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down. Ward. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th,
as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you got them rocked on their heels.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will make our score 9-0. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28.
And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for Carolina.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll set up a throw.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Robbie Anderson there to make the grab.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Ward. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And just like that, it's third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Ward. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On third down, it's Ward. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of the season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.